Greetings. In the last lecture of business finance, we have discussed about sweat equity shares as well as shares with differentials, right? In this lecture, we will start with our discussion with the topic of debentures. We would have a short snap what we are going to study through in this video. That will be features, merits, demerits, as well as the types of debentures. Speaking on the definition of the debentures, before going on to the definition, I would like to have a note here that the word debenture is derived from the Latin word debt, that is D-B-R-E, debt, which means to owe a debt. A debt means any kind of loan which is repayable after a particular period of time. So basically, in short, we can say that debenture is an loan in huge amount which has been taken by the company for the purpose of running of its business from the holder of that debenture, that is debenture. So we can define debenture as a document under the company's seal which provides for the payment of principal plus the interest on the particular principal amount at regular intervals, and usually it is fixed by some kind of asset of the company, or it can have floating charge on the assets of the company, and which acknowledges a loan to the company. Usually debenture is a written document on which there is a company seal whereby we agree to repay the principal amount along with the interest of it at regular intervals, just like we used to pay bank loan. Say in same parameters is the debenture, and they have fixed or floating charge on the assets of the company, and it means that they are usually secured by the assets of the company. That is what is debenture. Now getting on to the features of the debenture, the very first feature of the debenture is it provides with the fixed income to the holder. As we have discussed in the definition, it is said that debentures carry a fixed rate of interest which is to be paid by the company irrespective of any kind of profit or loss whatever the company make in the particular period. Irrespective of that thing, company has to pay the interest of the debenture on the regular basis as it is been written in the debenture document. The company usually pay it on regular basis. That is why the very first feature is that it is a fixed income source for the holder. Second one, it is we can say that debenture holders are the creditors of the company, as we have obtained or we have raised the debt in form of debenture. It means that the holder of the debenture would be the creditor of the company. Company needs to pay the wholesome amount along with the interest to the holder. That is why they stand in the balance sheet as the creditor of the company on the liability side. Third thing is the redemption criteria. Debentures are definitely to be redeemed after a particular point of time or a fixed tenure which is been written in the debenture document. It is not for the lifetime or till the winding up of the company. Company has to repay the debenture. Usually the tenure starts from 10 years to more than 10 years. That is why it is been considered the long-term source of finance and is to be redeemed after a fixed time mentioned into the debenture document. Then next feature is, as debenture holders are the creditors of the company, they are not owners, hence they do not enjoy any kind of voting rights in the company. This is the next feature, that debenture holders doesn't carry any kind of voting rights. They don't have right to vote in any kind of EGM of the company, as they are the creditors of the company. They have provided a debt to the company for its business, and they are not part of the company. They are not owners of the company. But if in certain cases their interests are being hurted or interests are being there, they can at that point of time speak on their own matters, but apart from that they don't have any kind of voting rights in the company. Last one, as discussed in the definition of the debenture, we have said that debentures are usually secured by fixed or floating charge on the assets of the company. Same thing is that added in the feature that it is a secured source of finance or secured loan given by the debenture holder, as it is been the fixed assets of the company. It can be anything, land, building, machinery, any kind of equipment or furniture which is been the part of the security to the debenture holder. In case of default, definitely a debenture holder can claim on this kind of asset to have its principal back along with the interest. Now we will start with the merits or advantages of debenture. The very first merit is from the point of view of company, it is a cheap source of finance. Why cheap source of finance? It has multiple things in its criteria. Usually the rate of interest is low. As the period is long, the rate of interest would be low. At the same time, it has tax benefit again, which reduces the cost of the funds. That is why it is considered the cheap source of finance for the company. Second thing, it reduces the dependence of company on the share capital, which usually requires to sacrifice the ownership rights of the company. That is why the company gets advantage of reducing the dependence on the other sources of finance. Next thing is flexibility. Definitely by issuing a debenture we can have the flexibility, as we have discussed in the earlier part that debentures can be obtained at any point of time for a particular period as and what company needs, for say for 6 years, for 8 years, for 10 years, 15 years, whatever may be the criteria that gives the company the chance to have the flexibility, as it can be repaid after a particular point of time. Same cannot be done when we speak on of share capital, as it is for the lifetime of the company and cannot be redeemed until and unless there is no winding up of the business, closure of the business or winding up of the business. Next thing is no dilution of the control. As debenture holders are considered the creditors of the company, there is definitely no winding up of the no dilution of the control of the company. No voting rights is being shared with the debenture holder, hence there is no dilution of the company. Whereas if we have issued the same amount of shares in contrast of the debentures, definitely our control rights or voting rights would have hurt, but in this case there is no dilution. Next thing is the tax benefit, one of the important from the financial point of view. As interest on debentures is a tax deductible item which is included in the profit and loss statement of the company, it reduces the tax burden, or it reduces the taxation aspect of the company, which is very good point from the company view. Company usually can plan their taxation on the basis of these interest of debenture, as it is a tax deductible item. Definitely company can enjoy the benefits of paying interest to the debenture holder and getting the tax benefit of it. From point of view of debenture holder, the very first merit or advantage can be it is secured form of credit which we have given to the company. As it is secured, if company fails to pay the installment regularly, definitely as a debenture holder we can go and claim on the claim on the assets of the company, which gives us more security as compared to the other form of credit. Next thing is the prior claim on the assets or on the funds of the company. Suppose that a company is going under the liquidation or winding up of the company at that point of time, definitely as a debenture holder we enjoy the prior claim on the funds or on the assets of the company even before equity shares as well as preference shareholder. Debenture holder have the first right. After that, equity and preference shareholder would get their claim on the asset, but the first right would be of the debenture holders. Next thing is the less risk, as we have prior claim on the asset and our principal amount and interest is backed by the security of the company, securities or the assets of the company. Definitely we would have the less risk as compared to the other sources. Last one is, as debentures are not usually that much traded in the market, hence there is less possibility of speculation into the market of the debentures. Now we will discuss upon the demerits of or disadvantages of debenture. The very first demerit is the risky source of finance. Why we have said that it is a risky source of finance? It is because at any point of time, company cannot deny the payment of interest or the principal amount as agreed in the contract or as agreed in the debenture document. Company has to pay it regularly without any kind of profit or loss criteria. In case of shares, we have seen that we only have to pay the dividend at the point of time we are having an adequate profit to distribute it among the shareholder. But in case of debenture, it is not so. We have to regularly pay our amount without telling the criteria that we don't have profit or we have make loss in this particular way. We cannot say the things like that in case of debentures. Second thing is the charge on asset. Definitely, as soon as we as a company has the charge on asset of the debenture holder, definitely it cannot be used for mortgaging elsewhere for the purpose of obtaining the line of credit. Because of this, we have to deal with this merit that our less assets would be available for the hypothecation for raising the funds. Then burden of interest, as we have discussed in the earlier in the previous point, the burden of interest is on the company, as company cannot deny the obligation of interest payment, saying that we don't have profit in this particular period, hence we are not able to pay the interest to the debenture holder. So there is definitely a burden of interest on the company. They have to pay interest on the regular basis to the debenture holders. Next thing is the provision of repayment. The thing is that suppose that a company has issued a debenture of rupees 50 crores at the rate 10%. Company has regularly paid its interest installment, but at the end of the 10th year, company has to repay the whole amount of debenture at once. That is why there should be a provision to be made by the company from its earning, so that on the 11th hour it should not be the thing that we have to liquidate our asset for the purpose of repayment of debenture. There should be certain provision in the mind of the company or in the balance sheet of the company for repayment of the debenture. From point of view of debenture holder, the very first and main disadvantage is that we don't enjoy any kind of voting right, as we are not owners of the company, we are creditors of the company. That is why it is very difficult for the debenture holder to get the judgment whether the company is going good or not. It happens at certain point of time, the interest of the debenture holder get hurt and they are not even able to raise their point or speak on their part, as they don't enjoy any voting rights in the company. Last one is not suitable. The debenture holder are not suitable for the the debentures are not suitable for the investors who are looking for the high income and from the securities. Debentures are not for them. Debentures are usually for the investors who are looking for the secured means for investment along with the average or moderate returns. Debenture is only able to give moderate returns to the holder. Now the last one, the types of debenture. Broadly we can say that we can divide debentures into 4 parts. We can divide debentures into 4 parts. The parts are divided on the basis of transferability, how we are going to transfer it. Second would be on the basis of security. Third one would be on the basis of convertibility. And the last one would be on the basis of redemption. On the basis of redemption. These can be the 4 broad classification of the debenture. Under transferability, we can again divide it into 2 types. First can be registered debenture, second can be bearer debenture. On the basis of security, we would discuss later after discussing the first on the basis of transferability. On the basis of transferability, debentures can be divided into 2 types, registered debentures and bearer debentures. What can we call as registered debentures? Registered debentures are those debentures which are registered with the company and has been entered in the books of the company. The name of the debenture holder, its all credentials like address, telephone numbers, whatever the thing may be, are registered in the books of the company. They are not freely transferable. They cannot be transferred by mere delivery. They need to be transferred in the they need to be transferred by the registrar. That is known as registered debenture. It cannot be what we can say transferred just by mere delivery, as we can see in bearer debentures. Bearer debentures are also known as naked debentures, as these debentures are the certificate of these debentures are not having name of the holder. It is just transfer by mere delivery. For example, if suppose I am having the document of debenture, bearer debenture, and you are the person who are purchasing it from me, I would definitely hand over it to you, and it would be on your name, as the bearer debenture doesn't carry any kind of name in the certificate. The interest coupons are attached with the debenture document. Hence, who would be the holder of that debenture at the point of time would receive the interest from the coupon. But vice versa, what we have seen in the registered debentures, as they are registered, the registered holder would be entitled to get the interest. That is about the registered and bearer debentures on the basis of transferability. Now, second would be on the basis of security. Secured debentures and unsecured debentures. Secured debentures are those debentures which are usually secured by the charge on the assets of the company. Charge may be either fixed or floating charge. It can be in either form. As they are secured, definitely there would be less risk and they would enjoy the greater what we can say greater security on the investment, as they are backed by certain kind of assets of the company. Usually, as we have discussed earlier, usually assets are of fixed in nature, but in case of floating charge, asset can be of current in nature. Speaking, usually secured debentures have less interest rate as compared to the unsecured debentures, as the word itself says that it is not secured by any kind of asset, hence known as unsecured asset. They are not secured or backed by the assets of the company, usually enjoy a higher rate of interest than secured debentures. But in practice, we can see that unsecured debentures are less popular pertaining to the risk they have with it. Next is the convertibility. On the basis of convertibility, we can again divide debentures into two types. First one can be convertible debentures, second can be non-convertible debentures. So what can be the convertible debentures? Convertible debentures are those debentures which can be converted into the equity or preference share after a particular point of time, as per the agreement says or debenture document says. There would be a fixed time after which a company, the holder has an option whether to convert its share into equity share or preference share or not. It is option with the debenture holder whether the holder has to get the ownership in the company by converting the debenture amount into the share capital. That would be known as convertible debentures. Non-convertible debentures are those debentures which cannot be converted into shares at any point of time. It can be either equity share or preference share. It cannot be converted. That is why they are known as non-convertible debentures. They would have their fixed tenure. After that fixed tenure, they would get redeemed but cannot be converted into equity share. That would be non-convertible debentures. Convertible debentures which can be converted into equity or preference share at an option of the holder. Last one would be on the basis of redemption, redeemable and irredeemable debentures. The word redemption says that it is to be repaid after a particular point of time, or on the basis of redemption means on the basis of repayment. It can also be called as repayment. So on the basis of repayment, it can be redeemable debentures which can be repaid or redeemed after a fixed tenure agreed between the holder and the company. That would be redeemable. It is usually having a life of, for say, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. That would be redeemable debentures. Speaking on irredeemable debentures are those debentures which cannot be redeemed during the lifetime of the company. The holder would be entitled to have the interest benefit till the repayment. It can be only repaid at the time of closure or winding up of the company. That is known as irredeemable debentures. So what we have studied in the types of debentures, we have seen debentures can be classified broadly into 4 types. Transferability. Registered debentures, it cannot be easily transferred. They are usually registered in the books of the company, the name of holder, the address, mobile number and all credentials. Interest entitlement is with the registered holder whose name is written in the book of register of the debenture. Bearer debentures can be easily transferred by mere delivery. It can be example for registered or bearer debenture. Registered debenture, account paying check, just like that. Bearer debenture, bearer check, who is the holder of the check would be entitled to withdraw the amount. On the basis of security, secured debentures backed by the asset, unsecured debentures are not backed by the asset. Convertible debentures, on the basis of convertibility, convertible debentures, it can be converted into equity or preference share at an option of the holder. Non-convertible debentures cannot be converted into share capital at any point of time. On the basis of redemption, redeemable, it can be repaid after a fixed time. Irredeemable, it cannot be repaid till the lifetime of the company. In the next video, we will discuss about bond and the medium term and short term sources, the last portion of unit 1. Until then, stay tuned. Thank you.